Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Shantae back with another episode of Chatting with Shantae. How in the world are y'all doing? Me, I am doing fabulous. So if you read the title, I'm about to be talking about a few little theories and storylines about season 4 of The Chi because, you know, we are 3 episodes in. Episode 4 is about to come out in a few days, and all these theories and ideas are popping up into my head, and I gotta share it with somebody. So if you haven't caught up on season 4 just yet, pause this, catch up on the episodes, and then come back and give me your theories, your predictions, your thoughts thus far about season 4. Because listen, season 4 came out the gate, what y'all say? Came out the gate swinging. So I'm here for it. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when your new favorite diva, me, uploads a new video. And let's get into it. So I'm about to revisit a storyline real quick only because my list has gotten a little bit longer, or it switched up a little bit. So the main thing is, who shot Douda? Who? I think the easier question is who didn't, because Douda, he got a big fat target on his back. Multiple targets on his back, okay, coming from all angles up in Chicago. So if you watch my first recap video, I did give my list of theories and possibilities, some of which were my personal viewpoints, and then some I got from like Twitter and social media, everybody else's predictions and stuff like that. So for the most part, my list is pretty much the same, but there are a few new people on here, and we're gonna talk about them real quick. So the first person I have on here is Trig. So we know Trig works for Douda now. And I don't know if it is because he trusts Douda and, you know, really thinks he runs a legitimate business, or if he's just trying to gain access to the enemy so that way it's easier to take him out, because obviously it'll be much easier to shoot him or do anything else to him when you're already having such close access to him. So that could be a possibility. Then we have Jake. I doubt Jake will do anything, but we do know how he feels towards Douda now. We know in the last season he was, you know, living with him and got taken under his wing and things like that. But see, Jake was with Mayor Perry, okay? He was with Otis. Then he got that glimpse of Douda and he was like, nah, dog, this ain't even for me. He went to go stay with his brother and he ain't looked back since. So every time Douda comes in the room, he's like, can I go? Because I ain't got time. So I don't know if he'll have a big enough motive to want to shoot Douda or do anything to him, but we already know he ain't really rocking with him like that, so we'll just have to see. Then I got Nuck. Okay, so we got Nuck back from last season. If you remember him, he was the dude Keisha was supposedly going to see the night she disappeared, and then Trig and Imani bust up in his place to look for Kev, and Papa and Jake, they went over there looking for her. So we already know what type of operation Nuck is running. He got them girls up in there against their will, obviously mistreating them and all this drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. So we already know what type of shady business he's into. So I don't think he'll have issues with Trig, okay? Because we saw in the preview for the next episode, Trig got 50 guns pointed to his head, and because he in an altercation with Nuck. So I don't think Nuck will have any shady business or bad blood with Douda, but you never know, because listen, since Trig works with Douda, maybe he's trying to take those people out one by one. We don't know. We'll have to see. Then I have Rashad. Now we know Rashad is Trig's old friend who was locked away and he is now out. Now he was on my list in the beginning, like my first recap, but that was me just putting it out there like, okay, he was locked up. Did Douda have something to do with him being locked up? We don't know who he's connected to. We don't know what type of mindset he's on, who he's trying to get revenge on when he get back out. We don't know. So I doubt Rashad would have anything to do with Douda getting shot, only because I feel like if he does do something, which I pray he doesn't, but I feel like if he does do something to a character on the show, it wouldn't be Douda. It will more than likely be Imani, since he's just now finding out that Imani is a trans person. And we already know in real life how people, you know, straight men and things like that, how they mistreat, abuse, kill, beat up, things like that, trans people. So again, I doubt he'll do anything to Douda. If he does do anything to a character, it would be Imani. But Jason Weaver, come on, don't do nothing to her. Don't touch her. Avoid her. Don't talk to her. Don't do nothing. Okay? Okay, thank you. So then I put Marcus. Now Marcus was not on my original list only because I feel like we didn't have that much background information. I was like, why would I put him on the list? But honey, these first few episodes, oh yeah, he's most definitely on the list. Now Marcus is Gemma's daddy. I love how we collectively agreed to call him Gemma's daddy. They've said his name plenty of times, enough for us to remember. But sir, you're a great actor, but we're gonna call you Gemma's daddy. So Gemma's daddy, Marcus, okay, he works for Mayor, why do I want to call him Mayor Douda? Like, that makes sense. Mayor Perry or Douda. So he works for Douda now, and his whole thing is he wants the Olympics to come to Chicago so bad. Listen, he wants to see these track stars. He wants to see the gymnasts. He wants to see the ice skating. And Douda is messing with his plan, okay? And every episode, Marcus is trying to tell him, look, dog, the way you're going about these decisions you're making, these spur-of-the-moment impromptu press conferences, defunding the police, firing police officers left and right, you're messing everything up, okay? For one, you are putting a big target on your back, and two, I want the Olympics here. And when you're causing all this chaos between the black community and the police department, the Olympics ain't gonna try to come here, so you're messing up my plan. You are ruining this for me, okay? So I don't know what Marcus's thing is about the Olympics. I don't know what he's trying to do, but whatever it is he's trying to do, Douda is ruining it. So I don't know if he'll be that upset enough to want to shoot and kill him, but we see them button heads all the time. Like, Douda has to tell him, look, you work for me. I don't work for you, okay? I'm the HNIC. Watch who you're talking to. I ain't gotta listen to you. I'm the mayor. I'm me. You're you. Stay in your lane. So we see them constantly button heads. They are on complete different ends of the spectrum. So, hey, again, I don't know if that's a big enough motive for Marcus to want to kill him or shoot him, but we see them bumping heads a lot lately. So then I put these next two people kind of together, Reg and Brandon. So we know Reg is Trig and Jake's brother. We already know his deal. He ain't really effing with Douda. The thing is, we saw him got shot, but you know, that's that. We ain't see him technically die. We ain't see Nan's funeral. So there are a few people who feel like Reg might be making a return. Like, yeah, I got some things to handle. I got some unfinished business, starting with Douda. That's a possibility. Then I put Brandon. We already know towards the end of season 3, Brandon was trying to take down Douda with the 2 officers. And then we blinked and we was at his funeral. We didn't see him get shot, stabbed, punched, a rock thrown at his head. We didn't see nothing, but we saw that funeral. So, and then if you watch season 4, episode 1, of course, there were 2 customers saying how Brandon's not really dead, okay? He's in witness protection. So I'm not sure if that was setting it up for a later episode, like we might see Brandon, or if it was just to fill that void, because a lot of people were like, how come they didn't mention Brandon? Like, they shown his funeral, but they gave no backstory, they gave no explanation. It was just that, and they, you know, said forget him. So I don't know what that was supposed to be, if it was supposed to be like a little tease, a foreshadowing of some sorts. I don't really know, but I put him on there because, again, if they come back, we already know how they feel about Douda. They trying to take him down. They ain't really rocking with him. So then I put these next 3 people together because out of everybody, okay, they are like the least likely to do this. Like, a couple of these names were just for like shits and giggles a little bit. So I put Jamal. Okay, Jamal, we just got introduced to his character last week. So he was the guy Trig and Tracy went to when they got that call for the domestic dispute that was going on. So I think his storyline is going to be more wrapped up with Trig and trying to get his life on track for his girlfriend and his I don't know if it's his sister or his daughter. I think it's his sister. So I think that's going to be his whole thing. So I doubt we'll see them as in Jamal and Douda bump heads. I doubt it, but we already saw how he was acting, so whatever. Then I put Mark. Again, this is like the least likely, only because for one, we've only seen him in 1 episode, and 2, it was just funny to put. So Mark is the husband to Octavia, the 2 adoptive parents, or the husband and wife who wanted to adopt Keisha's baby in the first episode, and it was a complete fail, all because of Mark. Again, 9 times out of 10, we are not going to see Mark in the same scene with Douda, let alone shoot him. But it was just his first scene. I was already like, that man was in 1 scene. I was already giving him the major side eye. Like, why is you cutting her off? Why is you being so rude? Like, So to me, he was giving abuse vibes. I'm so very sorry, sir, but you were giving abuse vibes in your character. And I was like, it's giving controlling. It's giving manipulative. It's giving conniving. It's giving Octavia run. So again, if he do some crazy stuff, then he Sir, I don't even know your name. I'm so very sorry. Don't touch Octavia. If we see you in any more scenes, don't act crazy. Don't do it. Just saying. Then I put Kevin along with them because, again, do I see him doing anything like shooting someone, stabbing someone? No, absolutely not. But we see the path he's going down right now after the police brutality and the way he's going about life, getting high, smoking, drinking, he's, you know, giving Ronnie Jr., he's giving RJ, Ronnie Jr., that's what he's giving. Help him. So I don't think he'll go too far down to where he feels like he needs to shoot somebody, but he does need to get some help. That's that on that. So then I put Papa's daddy. We know they had some crazy business going on in the last season, and I forgot to mention this in my recap for season 4 episode 3 a few days ago. When did the daddy get out of jail? Wasn't you arrested for some fraudulent activity, sir? And you over here at the community meeting? I would be like, sir, I'm about to go home. What is you doing? Wasn't you frauding? Honey, I was like, I know that's not Papa Daddy. I know it ain't. So, do I think the pastor gonna shoot Douda? I don't think so. I think he has enough on his plate to deal with. But honey, I was stuck like Chuck. I was like, I know he ain't talking at the community meeting. When y'all let him out? Girl, all right. So then I put Quincy Q. They did say he, you know, got handled or taken care of. I guess that was alluding to him, you know, getting killed. I don't really remember like that. So, but I did put him just because it was just somebody to put. Anyway, and then lastly for the men, even though a police officer can be a man or a woman, but I put a police officer. Now, the police officer was not on my list in the beginning, of course not, but since Douda fired Officer Reeves and then 2 minutes later he defunded the police, and now we have this big war between the police department and Douda, and then the police department and the black community. And we already see how the police officers are acting towards Douda, like they mugging him. They on the news talking about, well, let's see how he functions in his black community without us. Let's see how that works. So now he has the police department to worry about. See, at first, he really more so had enemies on the street, like, you know, Douda, okay? But now, as Mayor Perry, it's kind of one of those things like, is Douda getting shot? And if Douda's getting shot, then it's like, okay, who from the street life, you know, that he's crossed is going to shoot him? Or is it Mayor Perry getting shot? And then is it a police officer? Is it Marcus? You know, like, even though it's the same person, but is it Douda and his past catching up to him? Or is it Mayor Perry and the actions that he's doing thus far? Okay, you got to think about it. So then I got a few women on here because a lot of people are like, how we know it's a man? It could very well be a woman because, listen, he crossed paths, across a lot of people, men, women, children, elderly, everybody. Poor Douda, poor you. So I did put Imani. So we know how Imani feels about Douda. Every time he steps into the room, she's like, it stank. It stinks in here. Imani does not F with Douda, okay? And last season when Trig agreed to work for him, she was stressed. She was like, you know what? I didn't sign up for this. I promise you I didn't. And we know the things that he says towards her, and she's just trying to keep their relationship at a very big distance, okay? Forget 6 feet. No, give me 60 feet. Go on about your business, please. So, and we know when we got introduced to Imani, she busted a cap in her daddy's behind. So she killed him because of the way he was acting towards her. So, listen, if she's able to shoot her own daddy and kill him, Douda ain't nothing. So Douda needs to watch his back, watch the way he's talking to her, watch the way he's carrying on around her, because listen, like I said in my recap for episode 3, Imani is gangsta. Shout out to Jasmine Davis for the love that she showed me. Shout out, because listen, I meant what I said. A good sis, yeah, she bought that life. So Douda, hush your mouth. Then I put Rose. Rose, played by the amazing Candy, that is Douda's wife. I doubt, well, I know for sure she wouldn't hurt him or shoot him or kill him due to cheating purposes after she's telling women that they can have their way with him. And listen, last episode, I'm still stuck because that ending. So if she were to shoot him or do anything, cheating, I doubt. Infidelities, having affairs, I doubt that would be the reason, just because the way she was carrying on, all right? But their marriage is more so for like keeping up appearances as mayor and first lady, you know, business arrangements, things like that. So, excuse me, if she does do something to do that, it's gonna be more from a business aspect more so than a romantic or a personal aspect. Real quick, am I the only person, I think I said this in my recap for the last episode, am I the only person who just getting these vibes of Marcus and Rose? I don't know if it's just because they both tired of Douda's and his antics, or if they about to start connecting. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Marcus, Jim's daddy, and Rose, you know, kissing and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Think about it. So then I put my good sis Tracy. Again, shout out to Miss Ty Davis, lovely woman who showed me some love and things like that. Love her. But Tracy, yeah. Hey Ty, hey girl. Tracy. Yeah, so what's up? What is good? Now, when I put her on the list the first time, it was like, doubt it. But now that we see that Tracy and Douda have taken their relationship or whatever this is to another level, like they've slept with each other, they getting close, they working together on this community leadership type of thing. I don't know if she really falling for him, is she blinded by him and $5 million he waved over her head, or is she doing it strategically, like again kind of like Trig, like let me get in good, get as close to him as I can, and then a lot of people did bring up the point that every time someone gets close to Tracy, they end up dead. And I was like, yeah, because her son, may he rest in peace, but you know, her son, he died the first episode, and then Ronnie, they was taking a lovely little stroll from Smokies, and then so I don't know, dog. Tracy, listen, girl, run. They already not trying to let you go in the next episode. Candace said, girl, you ain't going nowhere, sit down. I was like, don't hold her captive, okay? She has things to do. Please don't do this. So we're gonna see how this all plays out. All right, listen, next episode is gonna be a hot mess in the best way, like a hot, like what the yeah, it's gonna be one of them episodes, I can already tell. So then I put Dre on the last list as well. Do I see her doing anything to Douda? Doubt it. Do we know how she feels about him? Yeah, she expressed that in the first episode, how she don't really trust him. She ain't really messing with him. He ain't changed. Get that money, but I don't really trust him. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. And then I put, now these last two, again, because they're newer characters and I doubt that their storylines have anything to do with Douda and his getting shot. But I put La Portia. Now you're probably like, who the is La Portia? That's the brat. Now she hasn't been introduced to the show yet, but if you watch like interviews and read the articles and stuff about who's going to be joining the cast, the brat is going to be joining in one of these upcoming episodes, child. She's going to be playing La Portia. So I think her storyline is going to be tied into another thing, which I'm about to talk about after I wrap this part up. But I was just putting her on there because, like, you know, we really don't know the ins and outs of La Portia, so we don't really know who she connected to, what type of revenge she could be getting on somebody, if any. So we'll just have to see. And then I put Octavia just because I want, listen, can I be honest? Can I just be honest really quickly? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save what I'm about to say about Octavia for the next little part, but I gotta be honest about something. So that's that for Who Shot Douda. Again, he has so many different enemies and different targets. It could literally be anybody. We are about to be almost halfway through the season and we still don't even know who it could truly be. Like when you think it's one person, then it's like, but nah, he did that to that person too. Nah, they don't like him either. It's so many people. Douda, stay home. Stay home, baby. Stay home. So this next storyline is going to be Dre, Nina, and La Portia. Okay. This is a storyline that I don't even see being talked about a lot. Only because, for one, we haven't even gotten introduced to La Portia yet. So let me pump my brakes. But if you watched the trailers and the teasers leading up to the season 4 premiere, we saw this scene. It was a quick little scene, but it was a scene nonetheless. And I'm not sure if Nina, if you don't know who Nina is, which you should, but Nina is Kevin and Keisha's mother, Dre's wife. So we saw this scene with LaPortia, the brat, and Nina, and I'm not sure if they were at a party, if they were at a bar, I'm not sure, but they were talking, and LaPortia said, "I like you already." And I was like, what's going on? Now, I know that was like a quick little something that shouldn't be even a thought. And if this last episode didn't happen the way it did with Dre and Jada, then I probably wouldn't have been talking about this even still. But we know in the last episode, because Jada found out she has been diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, she and Dre are very good friends. They go way, way back, and then Nina got in the picture when Dre got introduced to her. So they are 3 good friends. But of the 2, Jada and Dre are, ace boons. So Dre is gonna start really being there for Jada, okay? Taking her to her appointments and chemo treatments, checking up on her, things like that. And you're probably like, okay, she's been a good friend. Yeah, she is. But Nina has no idea. Jada doesn't want Nina to know right now, because Nina got a big old mouth, honey. So if Nina finds out, she's gonna tell Keisha gonna tell Emmett, and it's gonna go all around the block, and it's gonna be one big blow up. So Jada's like, look, I don't want nobody to know, especially Nina, not right now. So Dre is caught in between being a good friend and being Nina's wife, being a good wife. So again, she's not lying to Nina about anything. It's just she's keeping this from Nina because Jada asked her to. So we saw how Dre kind of lied about going to a meeting for work, and Nina was like, I thought your meetings were on this day, like what are you doing? So we saw that, and then we saw like towards the end of the episode when they were coming together for dinner, how Dre was kind of hush hush on the phone, don't worry, I got you, blah blah blah. So that's when this whole storyline thing kind of popped into my head. So I'm pretty sure, because Jada doesn't want anyone to know just yet, we might get a couple more episodes with Dre kind of, being a good friend. That's all she's doing. It's completely innocent, but being kind of hush hush on the phone, not saying who she's talking to, or she'll be like, I'm talking to Jada, but she might lie about what they're talking about. She's in and out the house, she's leaving extra early or coming in late, and lying about where she's, being only to protect, or so she won't go against Jada's wishes with not letting anyone know just yet. So for us and Jada and Dre, for us as the viewers, we know why Dre's acting like this. But for Nina, it looks real suspicious. Okay, you coming in late, you're leaving out extra early, you're not telling me what you're doing, who you're doing it with. All right, this is all the ingredients for cheating, okay? So introduce LaPortia, who's talking about, I like you already. So my theory, real quick, is Nina, are you feeling neglected by Dre? You feel like Dre doing something behind your back as far as cheating goes? So you about to, hook up with LaPortia. Girl, don't cheat thinking your wife a cheater. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get caught up. Don't do it, sis. That's my little theory, okay? Listen, we only saw the quickest of a glimpse of LaPortia in a trailer. We haven't even got introduced to her, and we just now seeing Dre starting to act like this in the last episode. But the way them dots started connected in my head, it might be a reach. I don't know, but it's a possible type of storyline. Like Dre's acting all suspicious, and Nina's picking up on it, and she's suspecting that she's cheating. So then she bumps into LaPortia at a bar or whatever the case is, and Nina, don't get caught slipping, sis, thinking your wife cheating on you, and the whole time she just being a good friend to Jada, who got cancer. Girl, don't ruin your marriage, child. Don't ruin your marriage. Just saying. But we're gonna see how that play out, especially when we get introduced to LaPortia's character. But I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out, because that's the one thing that no one talked about as far as like the trailers and the teaser and stuff. Like, what the brat talking about? Why is she flirting with Nina? And now we might see how the puzzle's gonna start coming together, especially after the way Dre's acting with Jada and stuff like that. So we gonna see. Now lastly, all right, we gonna touch back on Octavia real quick. Listen, how can I say this? I want Octavia to be wicked, okay? I want her to be devious. I want her to be a little bit sinister, just a little bit. Do you want to know why? Because Octavia is played by the lovely Tabitha Brown. Hey, Auntie, I love you. And you know, I'm pretty sure you follow Auntie Tab, so you know what type of woman she is. Very sweet, very kind, very nurturing, very uplifting. She gives you the right words at the right time. She'll make a meal out of a jackfruit piece and a mushroom real quick, right? So we know what type of person she is. We see that every single day. So it would just be amazing if we saw Octavia, Auntie Tab, shake some shit up real quick. That's all, you know? So everybody had this theory that, girl, Keisha, watch your back, because Octavia trying to snatch your child. And at first I was like, it's Auntie Tab. She wouldn't be snatching nobody's baby. But then I could see it. I can see it, and I want it to happen. Point blank, period. I want her character to be on some evil plotting type of stuff, like, yeah, let me be nice to Keisha so that way I can snatch her baby. Like, that's what I want. Is that bad? I feel like I'm saying some horrible stuff, but I don't want Auntie Tab to be on there being Auntie Tab. Oh, you're amazing, you're lovely, you got this. No, snatch her baby. No, snatch her baby. Do something crazy. Please be a stalker. Please. Is that bad? Is that bad? This was no theory or anything, but this is what I personally want. I want to see Auntie Tab snatch the baby. I feel horrible. I feel horrible, but I want Auntie Tab to be on there like on some crazy stuff, like, yeah, sinister, devious. I want, yeah, evil. Come on, girl. But we gonna see. But we are gonna see Octavia in this next episode. Keisha got some things going on with her pregnancy. She's having some complications, and I'm not sure where they're at. I'm not sure if they're at Octavia's job or they're in some type of public place. I don't really know. But we're gonna see Octavia there to help her, and at the hospital. Since the way Octavia went to the hospital room, like, I said, I know that's right with that leather dress, vegan leather dress. I know that's correct. But we're gonna see how this all plays out. I'm just really hoping that Octavia is, you know, a little crazy. I feel so horrible. I just have, I love you, but I just want Octavia to just, you know, be on some, damn, you crazy. Let me hush. We gonna see how it plays out. But however her character is, she's killing it. Okay, she's gonna be looking good. Listen, the outfits, I'm here for it. But that's all I want to say, y'all. Give my little theories about a few storylines and stuff like that, especially since these first few episodes have come out and we're seeing more and more angles and new characters and stuff like that. So, y'all, this season is really, really good. I'm super stoked to be reviewing it and seeing everybody else's opinions and think pieces and stuff. Is super, super fun. And y'all, if y'all got the Hulu app, the Showtime app, and any other streaming service that has the Showtime installed on it, Saturday night we coming. Saturday night we're coming. And for those who have to wait till Sunday, all right. No, I'm kidding. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and leave your comments, your thoughts, and your theories below. I would love to read them. Let's chit chat about it, and I will catch y'all on the next episode. I love y'all. Bye.